On today's episode, we are going to take a look at GameStop. They just did a form of partnership with Microsoft, and the stock is up 44% today, and it's up another 4% after hours. So this episode is going to be broken down into the following. First, we're going to take a look at that partnership with Microsoft and GameStop to see what it entitles GameStop, and to see if that 44% is really worth the partnership right now, or is it probably even worth more, or is it worth less? After that, I want to take a quick look at the fundamentals of GameStop and talk about what I like about the company right now and what I don't like about the company based on the fundamentals that I see. Like always, if you're new to my channel, if you're a long-term investor, if you'd like to learn about growth stocks, make sure to hit that subscribe button. To all my returning viewers, thank you so much for the support. It truly means a lot. I just hit 10K and thank you guys so much. Like always, if you want to get in contact with me, YouTube comments, Twitter, Twitch, live streaming, my Discord channel, which is free to anybody that wants to join, and you can find me at josenaharo.com. Like always, none of this should be taken as advice, as I am not a professional. All this is just my opinions. Now that we got that out the way, let's get started. Alright guys, so today we're going to take a look at GameStop. It's up 44%. And let me know in the comments, guys, are you guys pretty excited about this partnership with Microsoft? Let me know in the comments, are you guys buying or selling? Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. It helps the small channel out so much, and I truly appreciate it. So the market cap of GameStop right now, thanks to this jump, is about $879 million. So even with this jump, this company is still less than $1 billion company. So let's try to take a look at what this deal entitles. And it's a partnership with Microsoft. Microsoft barely moved anything. I don't think, yeah, it actually did not move to this news. But remember, Microsoft is $1 trillion company. So a small move like that is not really gonna affect the stock price at all. But let me say this, I do think this deal, this partnership that they're doing, is better off for Microsoft than it is for GameStop, and we're going to take a look at why. All right, so GameStop today announced a multi-year strategic partnership with Microsoft, and before the announcement went through, the shares actually halted, which means that no one was able to buy it just because no one knew how the market was going to react to it. So with this partnership, it includes 4 major points. The first point is, with this agreement, GameStop will standardize its backend and in-store solutions using Dynamics 365, which is Microsoft's portfolio of cloud-based business. For those that don't know, the Dynamics 365 is a CRM tool, which is a customer relationship management tool, which helps businesses and enterprise try to get more information, more analytics on their customers. Dynamics is also an ERP, which is an enterprise resourcing planning tool, and this is a way for, again, another way for enterprises to collect all its resources and manage it better. So this is the first point of the agreement. The second one is associates will be equipped with new Microsoft Surfaces devices. And so now when you go to GameStop, once this deal happens and when it's implemented, when you go to a GameStop store, the workers will no longer be behind the counter. They'll be walking around with the Surface tools, trying to give you a better, just a better all customer relationship in the stores. Pretty much like a smart store, to say, right? So that's actually another cool move, in my opinion. I don't know how much it would help out, especially because these stores are actually pretty small right now, right? So there's not much footprint for them to really walk around. The third point is, as part of transformation, GameStop plans to roll out Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Teams to stores. Again, it's now gonna be using Teams. If you guys don't know Teams, it's like a Slack competition, a way for employees to interact with each other. So they're gonna use it's more like a collaboration tool, right? So it's gonna help. For example, if maybe one person from one store is looking for questions about a game or about some reviews or about somewhere, they can now use this collaboration tool, and other store employees from some other store will be able to answer whatever this employee was not able to answer. So again, they're trying to overall increase the customer experience at the stores. The final point is one that I believe is going to drive a lot of traffic to both either GameStop stores or their website right now, and it's if you buy an Xbox console. I'm not 100% if it has to be the new Xbox X that comes out or just any Xbox console. But when you buy a new Xbox console, you also get 24 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to players with no upfront cost. And I do believe this right now, that's a great value. And I do believe this is going to drive a lot of people to purchase their new Xbox console from GameStop, driving that revenue up a bit. So my thoughts on this partnership, to me, it's a pretty cool partnership. It's a way to transform the GameStop store and to be able to transform the GameStop, GameStops.com as well to expand its digital platform. To me, I don't see too much. I personally, for example, me, I am a gamer. I don't see myself for any of these reasons, minus the last point about that Xbox All Access, really going to it's gonna push me to go to a GameStop store any more than I already do. So I don't see how any of these other things are really that amazing part of the deal. Maybe some other investor might feel differently, but at the end, I do believe Microsoft is getting a better end here. And what is Microsoft gaining? First, they're showing their Microsoft, whoever goes into GameStop will now be able to see these Microsoft Surfaces devices. So now it's gonna be an advertisement there. The other thing is they're pretty much trying to standardize this Dynamics 365, their Microsoft Teams and Microsoft 365 to these employees. So now when these employees, if they quit or if GameStop shuts down, now you have a group of employees that are already using these tools. So whenever they go to their new business or wherever they're gonna work, they might recommend it to that business. Hey, I've used Microsoft Teams before. Maybe we should use it on right now. So I believe this is a huge advertisement move for Microsoft. And I don't think it's going to cost them much. Like we can see GameStop right now, it's a very small company. So I don't think at the end of the day it's going to cost Microsoft too much. The fourth point is also, I believe, going to be a great way for Microsoft to kind of promote their new Xbox console. So I do believe this is just a better move for Microsoft. And to me, Microsoft has just been making aggressive partnerships and aggressive deals, especially in the gaming industry. And they're really trying to push that Xbox All Access, the Xbox Game Pass, which is their clouding platform right now. So I do believe this is a strong move for Microsoft. Now let's take a look at what I like about this, what I like about GameStop. So a few things I like about GameStop is, even though they might have seemed like it was game over for them, they started to move a lot into the digital world. They kind of redid their whole website, and their website is a lot more customer friendly than it was just a year ago. And this is one of the biggest places that they've done a lot of investments in. Again, they've also moved into toys and collectibles, which has done really well for them. Another thing I like about GameStop is, even though things are looking bad for them, if we take a look at trailing 12 months cash flow from operations, they're still positive. So they're not burning too much cash at the moment from operational use. And I think that's a great thing to see. So their everyday business is still providing at least positive results. I think those are the only real things I can say I like about GameStop. There are a lot of things I don't like about GameStop. The first thing is, even though they do have positive cash flow of operations, they're not profitable right now. And even though maybe right now with the upcoming sales of we're seeing GameStop doing really well right now with sales of the new consoles, they're gonna see a nice boost of revenue right now. But that's gonna be short-term lived. After this system segment goes down, I wonder what's gonna happen. They need to innovate and find some other way to really promote their store. So right now they're not profitable at the moment, and they're not expected to be profitable. But let's see how these new consoles end up for them. The other thing is, revenue is not expected to grow much, minus right now this upcoming year with the new consoles coming out. Some other things I don't like I mentioned, they're not profitable, so their profit margins are pretty bad. They've actually have not been profitable since, if we're taking a look at trailing 12 months, they have not been profitable since September of 2018, almost 2 years ago. So that's pretty unfortunate for the company. Other things I don't like about GameStop is their balance sheet. Right now, they only have about $735 million of cash, and they have about $700 million of non-current debt, and about $500 million of current debt. So they have, for a company that's not profitable right now, I would want them to have a very, very strong balance sheet. But right now, I want to say this is not a strong balance sheet. They have a lot more debt than they do have cash. But that non-current debt, it's probably not due anytime soon. But still, even if just looking at current debt is $500 million to that $735 million in cash, still for me a little too much, too close for comfort. So my thoughts on GameStop. Again, this partnership is pretty cool. To me, I'm not gonna go out there and buy GameStop right now. There's too many things I'm going against it. Of course, right, it can do a turnaround, but for it to do a true turnaround, I feel like it truly needs to innovate the type of store it's doing. If it continues to just be a regular game store, then I personally don't see much of a future for GameStop. So at the moment, I'm definitely not thinking about buying. And but at the same time, I'm definitely not thinking about shorting. I never short a company because at the end of the day, GameStop can innovate like crazy and can make a great turnaround story, and I'm not here to lose money on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Like always, make sure to hit the thumbs up, make sure to subscribe, and thank you so much, guys.